Again, Beatrice, I see Claude is also up and available. They need to, I think, deny it away from CW.
To hold down on all the physical damage. Interesting here. Interesting, Connie. A lot of magic magic damage dealers coming in from Onyx Esports, but Kyrie being the sole physical damage dealer, do you like that?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. And this is, FYI, the first time we are going to see boots on that hero, Edith, this season. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it will pan out going up against Pendragon on that Arlet as well.
And I think like when you see picks like this, which is very, very peculiar, it kind of like the goal was to counter a certain hero in their lane, and I think Boots might be eyeing for a counter towards Pendragon. I don't know how the lane matchup works for Edith because I'm not a Edith main myself. I personally haven't played Edith at all.
You can see here the spells coming in. Pretty standard, pretty standard. A lot of flickers coming in from Dewa United Esports, but Boots choosing to go for a flicker for more potential with the combos with the rough waves too.
You know, it does make sense, right? Seeing the composition from Dewa, a lot of melees, but take us to the land of Dawn.
Game number 1, the Battle of the Skies of Onyx versus Dewa United. Here it is. Kyrie, let's take a look at his emblems here. Still with the killing spree, focusing mark as well. Boots, ooh, interesting. Brave Smite on this Edith. A very interesting start for the emblem here for Mr. Boots himself. Let's take a look at the others as well. Pendragon, wow, Quantum Charge Arlet. No Brave Smite. Okay, very interesting start to this game with very unique emblems. You know what? I like the Brave Smite coming in from Boots. He knows that Arlet is very hard to deal with, especially in early game. When you get hit by the Vengeance, it's just an easy, oh, that's a pressure from Sans. The combo coming in, that is a very, very fast kill for Onyx. That's what happens when you start the game with so much map control, so much more pressure. This Edith is very underrated in the clearing department. You saw that Boots actually was able to get a lane prio up against an Arlet. Something that you would never have thought could happen. Last season, Kyrie wins the Red Tree battle as well here.
Very good to clear as well. But yeah, I don't want to say here, 3 melees from side of Dewa United. So, you know what, with that Edith, right, especially if you play the passive, right, oh, that's going to hurt you if you want to engage. From the side of Dewa United, they need to take care of that. And with that Brave Smite, it adds more sustainability within his kit.
Early game itemization, though. Harith rushing that magic item, that's very weird. Usually when you're playing Harith, you want to prioritize that cooldown reduction to be able to pop off with that Zaman Force. You have at least 30 or 35% cooldown reduction to be able to spam that Zaman Force combo with a Synchro Vision. That's why I'm really interested to see what emblem he actually took here. Because honestly, yeah, he went for the Mage emblem. Oh, he went for cooldown technically in one of his talents here, one of his emblems. So maybe he already has that in his arsenal. That's why he's just going for more. Oh, Petri!
Oh, good Petri. Oh, good cancel as well. Sounds now we're forced to use the rough ways. Oh, Leo Murphy whips the flicker. Let's see. Pulled back. Suppression comes through. He gets taken out by Sans. Now take a look at Kyrie in the backside trying to do damage onto his keys. But no casualties more.
Oh, wow.
The turtle taker, I might be wrong. Boots jumps in. Pendragon quite low. Tempest of Blade pops as well as Kyrie picks up the kill. Comfortable kill, I might say, from the best jungler in the world.
Where's the mistake? There is the mistake. Like, Onyx is playing perfectly from 0.00 to 250 right now. There's absolutely zero mistake that Onyx made. This is like the best team in the world playing the best MLBB in the world too.
You know what's scary? This isn't even their best lineup. This isn't the winning lineup. This is a new lineup that may be able to rival the winning lineup, but we will never know until we see that winning lineup again in MPL Indo. But for Dewa, it's not over just yet. Yep. I think we're overhyping Onyx right now. Sure, they deserve the hype, but Dewa definitely have a chance to come back in this game. It all relies on Watt. Remember, oh, nope, Case.
Low HP still survives. Again, Sans wasting 0 time in that Petrify. 3 Petrifies in a game already, 3 minutes in.
Yeah. But back again, it lies on Watt. If Dewa United can get Watt into a position where he can carry that mid-game power spike for Brody, that's the reason they picked up the Brody on Watt. They know that the Brody will hit that power spike much faster than, say, a Beatrix. And that's why they're trying to bank on that fact. As Kyrie already is dealing more damage than Ray, out damaging him.
Forces Ray. Oh, take a look at the pull on towards Rion. He will soak a lot of damage. He will be taken out. That's a 5-man rotation, though, from side of Dewa United. Onyx now looks for a re-engage. Does not really connect just yet.
Okay, I was saying no because I thought for sure Kyrie would try to fight back, but I know that apparently Kyrie doesn't have the blue buff yet, and he prioritized that, and that is the best play to make for the best jungler in the world.
1.5k gold lead, slow and steady now. Onyx, they've gone the lead. There's no real reason to push the tempo even faster. They can hold out and wait for the game to pace it for them. Neutral objective, that's the next fight that we will see from Onyx versus Dewa. Never mind.
Oh, take a look at mid-side. Suppression does come through. K's taken down for the first time in this game. And that's not a good sign. It just pre-turtle. It just adds more layer for side of Onyx to win the neutral objective.
Okay, I believe he's actually built the tough boost. That's why Sans' damage was not that much. And I think if you're facing Sans with a Kadira, the best play to make is try to find like a silence rope in early game. It doesn't really matter if you don't deal that much damage. You still get a lot of safety.
Yeah, they engage there from Boots. Let's see. The turtle take will be won by Kyrie. Pendragon now soaking a lot of damage, forced to use the flicker. Gets taken down no matter what. Dear Murphy now will not be able to escape as the Petrify connecting onto a Sans, collecting the double. Ray will be taken down again. Kyrie with the killing spree. Oh, it's a bloodbath, 8-1.
Recalling on your face when your opponent hasn't died is an ultimate level of disrespect. That could have gone very, very bad for Sans, but I feel like he already calculated it the whole way through, but Sans might be eyeing for more.
It's so uncanny. It's just perfect mobile legends. The highest Franco Iron Hook skill hit rate that we've seen in MPL Indonesia Season 12. 5 of 7, 71.43% skill hit rate. My goodness gracious, this is absolute domination from the defending SPS Kings, the defending Season 11 Kings, the defending MSC Kings, the Kings.
Okay, Rian actually read Dewa United like a book. Like he knows something is wrong, he can smell it. You know? But you can see there, Kyrie building corrosive side actually. I believe Kyrie mentioned about whether to build corrosive or not when you're playing Link, and one of the ways to determine that is if you're free playing your Link, then build that corrosive side because it's gonna stack.
Oh, flicker Bloody Hunt on towards one. Pendragon now will be the
no way.
to the backside though. Kyrie finds one. Tempest the blade.
What?
Mega kill.
What?
Oh, the collapse is just beautiful by the yellow porcupines. 4 mana taken out.
Did you even see Sans in that bush? I may be tunnel visioning. That was complete misdirection from Sans. I didn't see it at all. Like, how did he get there?
The point is, if you didn't see it, there's no way the Dewa player saw it. My goodness, the movement, the precision, even there, he lands another.
That counts, that counts.
That does count. And to Onyx, it feels like these turrets are suggestions. They're like, usually you don't dive these turrets in the 6th minute of the game, but to Onyx, everything within this game has been calculated. They know the full limits of Mobile Legends. And I think at first, in the first 2 minutes, it might have been a stretch to say perfect MLBB, but now it is clear. It is perfect Mobile Legends that Onyx are displaying here. They know exactly what they have to do. Even the itemization, Anti-Kura's first item, Boots understands that even though he's in the lane against the Arlet, that's 0, 3, and 1, the lingering threat is Watt. That's the guy who can carry the game. The Anti-Kuras neutralizes Watt almost instantaneously.
Okay, Konya, I said to you that, I kinda am not a fan of the fact that Link is the only lone physical damage dealer. Oh, Boots might be in trouble. No, there's still a lot of tankiness there. What I said earlier, though, like if you have Kyrie as a Link, I don't think that's much of a problem. Like I take my words back.
I mean, take a look at this guy. He was top side, he was bot side, and with this mobility, right? This is what you do when you pick up the Link first pick. You add more just layers. How? I mean, look at this guy. Look at his mechanics. He was topside, bot side. He's clearing the jungles, but now take a look at Sans now. Will force to retreat. No problem there, though. He's the conceal. Doesn't really connect just yet. But then again, Onyx, 8,000 gold lead, 9 minutes in.
Okay, the fact that Leo Murphy rushed the immortality as the first item is kind of scary because, like, if you're facing multiple magic damage dealer at once, you usually go for Athena. It's not immortality. Like, the best play to play is Athena. Like, I think Leo Murphy knows that this is Onyx. They're not going to be able to make any kind of mistakes. It always gets them, and he knows he's going to die.
I mean, looking at how Onyx are playing now, again, they know when to slow down, to fasten up the tempo. It feels uncanny. It feels strange, unnatural, for Dewa especially. They're so used to playing it very chaotically, forcing these team fights left and right. But they're unable to do whatever they want. They're unable to do anything that they want. They want to force a team fight, Onyx denies it. They don't want a team fight, Onyx forces it. They dive all the way. And now through macro, through sheer map pressure and wave control, they have forced Dewa back to concede a Lord take, to concede their old jungle.
I want to see how many gold Kyrie have right now, Connie.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go, 9,000. What?
Wow.
4K.
10 minutes in.
4K, 10 minutes.
Wow.
How the hell? You are a madman, my goodness gracious. Kyrie Rayos Del Sol, what are you doing right now?
He's playing Mobile
He's
Legends.
Mobile Legends. He's farming. Farming in Land of Dawn, dude.
He is in the Land of Dawn. It really feels like when Kyrie gets into the game, he's transported into the Land of Dawn. He's playing in the arena right now, not on stage. And now with a 10,000 gold lead, it's looking like a perfect, again, wave synchronization!
Oh, the bloody hunt connects as well. And good night, Ray. 5v4 now, offense and defense. Let's see, will this be the final push as a Lord? Remember, it's just the first Lord, but the gold gap is that massive.
Sans is just standing there menacingly, but Trion looking for another hook.
There you go. Engaged by Boots. Attempts to play towards the backside, fighting Watts as well. Oh, Leo Murphy flickers
my
away
goodness
as the
gracious.
base will be melted. Game one for the side of Onyx. Is that the quickest game Mpl Id Season 12?
Oh my god.
Yes, without a doubt, that was the fastest game in Mpl Indonesia Season 12. 11 minutes!
Woo! I'm sorry, like, I don't think you're supposed to say this as a caster. I think we're going home early tonight.
Onyx want to go home early tonight with that performance. They are not here to experiment. This is not an experimental lineup.
Is it? Is it though? It is. It is experimental. Trion is on the lineup. This is not the championship lineup. This is not their best lineup, quote unquote. Like, come on.
No, this is not an experimental lineup. It was seen, it was perceived as an experimental lineup. But what it is the hidden weapon of Onyx. Trion, 3 months, no play time. Once he plays, he absolutely destroys. This is a statement from Onyx. Whatever roster we display, it's peak Onyx.
It's scary, man. It's scary.
Oh man, like, there you go. Kadena Franco combo pick as the key to Onyx one-sided victory in game one. It is. It is, especially Sans. It's not just about the setup, right? He's been making a lot of setups on his own, like eventually getting the flanks, perfect flanks, even some baits too that lets Trion get a free hook towards Ray at the end of the game. And that is the power of Tas on the god of Tas.
Oh, again, Kadena Franco combo. It seems like that was the mobility that the composition from side of Onyx has was just unimaginable. And again, that is how you play if you pick up the Ling first pick. I think that is what Onyx is trying to say.
It's not fair.
Towards Dewa United.
That's not fair.
It's really not. It's really not. Especially if you're an Onyx fan. Like, I don't know what's going on in your mind right now. You must be like high as cloud. No, that's not the right word to say it. Okay, like What I mean is, like, you are up high there, like, oh man, there's nothing to worry about. We're gonna win this game. Dewa United, who cares about them? Forget about them, just like Zayn said.
Oh man, I don't know though. Like Dewa tried their best. It wasn't like Dewa were bad.
Yep.
It felt like Onyx were just too good. It's uncanny. It's unnatural. It doesn't feel natural. When you watch it all over again, who does that? 5th minute dive under the tier 1
Or-
up top in the gold lane.
Or dead.
Sans with a flank that
Oh my God.
looked like it was set up with a lot of thought. But to Sans, it was just instinctual. It was just like moving a hand, moving an arm. That's how you phrase it, right? For us, it's as natural as that. It doesn't look that way, but for Sans, that's how he maneuvers around the land of Dawn.
And also to add to that, give some props to Drian as well.
Oh,
right? His
yeah.
looks
Oh,
on
yeah,
the Franco,
forgot.
The last Kage.
very, very, very good.
This is his
You
first
know,
game.
usually I would say Gani, what the heck, but I think this one, it's deserving. Like, Drian, 3 months, no play.
Nope.
No play time in MPL. He finally gets play time, and
It's Trion time.
oh. it's
Keyboy,
Kage
you better
time.
watch out, Keyboy.
When something is smelly, it's usually the durian.
Okay.
There you
But
go. The
was there
debut
ever a
of
doubt?
Durian kind of overshadowed by the brilliance of the Sun God himself. Should the Kadira be consideration of his signature hero and also a prio ban for the opposing team, recall?
It's just Onyx signature hero.
Yeah.
Keyboy can play it, Sans can play it, Drian can play it. No one
Probably
plays.
Kyrie too.
Maybe, probably. Even CW. I
bet.
I don't doubt that any 5 members, all from Onyx, can play it. Even Albert. Albert played the mid lane
True.
Kadira, and he won. But here it is, the play of the game, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. Sans, again, we've mentioned this. I literally just mentioned it. The way he was able to flank, the way he was able to maneuver around the map, it felt so natural that it looked unnatural. Usually you're like, how? How does Kadira do that? Dewa, how did he not see that? But we didn't even see it ourselves.
I mean, he's that confident, Miracle, that he does not build the clock first.
No.
He built Genius 1 first.
He's a genius.
You know what? I want burst. Y'all not building the Athena just yet. Let me burst you out with my Genius.
It's a Sans one. It's a genius one.
A magic one. That's the player of the game. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy S Series 5G, the Sans God himself. But let's be real here. Like, even though Sans is the MVP here, everyone played perfectly. There's no
Yeah.
holes. 0 holes. I haven't noticed a single mistake, like a big mistake. I would say, like minor mistake, maybe, you know. But they still come out on top in every trade possible. There's only like 1 kill for Dewa, right?
There was 1 kill to the
Yeah.
end. They didn't even get Drian the second time around. And even if, because Drian was the only one who was that low. So even if they got Drian, it would have been 2 deaths to Drian, the roamer, who needed that. Let's take a look at the heat map, because this is absolutely ridiculous. 5th minute to 10th minute. Actually, you know what's ridiculous? The fact that the 5th minute to 10th minute game time heat map looks normal. Because what was crazy was, I believe, the 0 all the way to the 5th minute, because that was when the dive happened, I believe. It was able to maneuver across into the gold lane that we don't see from here. But that gold lane rotation, I want to see the highlight or just a clip of how he rotated up there.
You know what I want to see though? Game time 10+. It's gonna be in the front of the opponent's base all the time. It's gonna be funny to see. But Gani, man, how do you decode this? How?
I don't know. It's very hard for Dewa United. And again, if we're talking about Sans, he does not waste his Petrify. Right from the get-go, he gets the Petrify. Here, minute 2, Petrify again. So he doesn't waste that. Okay, Petrify's up, I'm going to use my Petrify. And that is how you not waste a spell.
And here, honestly, it just feels like, again, you mentioned it earlier. Oh, there you go. Finally, we do see that they are humans, right? Drian was able to actually miss that, and he got positioned here. But a few times, even here, Iron Hook, Flicker, gets it. Retry 50-50. Kyrie gets it. Boots position, zones Dewa away. Another Iron Hook to stop Pendragon's escape. Perfect MLBB, and look at Sans' 3-man or 2-man Petrify. who finds these angles so creative, so intelligent. But it's with the setup of the rest of the Onyx members. Like you said, it's not a one-man show. It can never be a one-man show. In this case, it took 5 to tango. This dive, the best dive in MLBB that I have seen. My goodness, clean. You can call Onyx janitors because they just clean it up.
Look
real
at the
good.
HP. Look at the HP, and this is just how.
How?
It's kind of sad.
How do you hook a Martis with Mortal Coil, right? I mean, Drian's timing on that iron hook. And again, this dive, they did it again. The turrets are just suggestions. They're not there.
Look at the movement from Kyrie, though. I think he has played with multiple hands, more than 2. The perfect, how do I say it? The perfect nickname for him is the Ashura.
Oh,
I like that. You like that?
that was pretty cool. But, you know, Leo's given him a name already.
What?
He's just the chosen one.
Oh.
He
I like
was
I
the
like
future.
Ashura better.
Now he's just the one.
Someone gotta edit Kyrie with multiple hands, like with a lot of weapons out there. Like this is Link Blade, this is Lancelot's Blade, this is dual wielding Fanny. That would be so cool. Oh man, I'm baffled. I'm seriously baffled. This is like one of the cleanest game I've ever seen.
I mean, they make it look easy. That is the... They make it look like it's routine. Going up against an
It is.
MPL team, sure it is. But to get to that level playing... Oh, I don't know. It's very, very tough. I mean, they're still that hungry.
Yeah.
Is what I also need to shout... Why I need to shout them out.
This is a point where, again, as an analyst, I had difficulties coming up with things or, you know, opinions, advice for Dewa United. They played how they usually played. It was just that Onyx were able to do everything perfectly, even diving in. And honestly, it might be due to their connection.
Yep. Crisp, clean connection, courtesy of Telkomsel X OVO. Important news for MLBB fans: if you want to buy data packages, it's easy with OVO. Whether it's for streaming or gaming, you can rely on OVO. For Telkomsel customers, there's also a special promo with cashback up to 10,000 OVO points.
Whoa!
Awesome, right? Don't miss out.
Well, in that case, I think we can throw 2 breaks soon.
Okay, there's gonna be another match here. Whether it's 1, whether it's 2, we'll see after this break. Stay tuned.
Aku kan berdiri dan terus berlari, terus ke arah puncak tertinggi. Ku takkan berhenti, hanya sampai di sini. Kemenangan abadi menanti. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we'll nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan, hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan, bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah, kita akan buat sejarah. We all this, we won't miss, we all this, we won't miss. Saatnya beraksi, jalani ambisi. Aku kan menyawakan hari ini. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we'll nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan, terus berlari, terus ke arah puncak tertinggi. Ku takkan berhenti, hanya sampai di sini. Kemenangan abadi menanti. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we only nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan, hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan, bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah, kita akan buat sejarah. We all this, we won't miss, we all this, we won't miss. Saatnya beraksi, jalani ambisi, aku kan menyawakan hari ini. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we only nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan, hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan, bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah, kita akan buat sejarah. We all this, we won't miss, we all this, we won't miss, we all this. Nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan, hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan, bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah, kita akan buat sejarah. We all this. Aku kan berdiri dan terus berlari, terus ke arah puncak tertinggi. Ku takkan berhenti, hanya sampai di sini. Kemenangan abadi menanti. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we only nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan, hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan, bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah.
Even with the addition of the Dragon, the Sky Kings still standing on top. And right now, we're gonna witness game number 2. Will it be the same story for Onyx and Dewa United? Or will Dewa United somehow clap back? Now, okay, if I were a Dewa United coach, not gonna let out give up and try to bring Lanaya in to get more experience.
Oh, I don't know about that, right? This is experience for everyone. You're facing off against the defending champions. You want to try to utilize as much as you can with the roster that you're using already. That's why I was kind of strange job by the Pendragon move. Is this perhaps their best lineup? Because I would think you would still want to try to use your best lineup up against Onyx. Even though Onyx is very hard to beat, you want to get that experience. You want to see what your players can do up against the best. Not even just an Mpl Id in the world right now.
IT dubs.
IT dubs.
IT dubs. Oh, in the word. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of slow, guys. I'm kind of slow. Okay.
Jeffin.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I kind of take my words back right now. I think you have more point, Mirko. I think the experience with your best lineup against the best in the world is definitely will come in handy further into the season, especially if you make the playoffs. And if you're Dewa United, if you're a newcomer making the playoffs, that would be pretty cool achievement.
That is pretty cool, but what is also cool, take a look at your screen right now. That is the last Kage. Earlier, I was
Now it's
talking
Leo
about
Murphy.
yeah, now it's Leo
looks
Murphy.
very lost.
Yeah, Leo Murphy going up against, say, Drian. Again, it's within their keys to victory. Leo Murphy needs to win that match head-to-head, and it seems like it is not evident in the first game.
Okay, if you don't want to be like Leo Murphy, okay, you gotta play solo because
Okay.
solo is fun. And
No,
where
no.
it is to compete with solo players other than you, it's PBASE official tournament Liga Esports Nacional 2023. It's an open league for from PBASE with a total prize pool of 3.2
Wow.
billion rupiah. That's a lot of zeros,
I
man.
don't know how much that is in dollars, but I will say that is a lot of money. And, you know, usually I'm against the idea of solo kill, like Sheffin, completely opposite Sheffin here, but if you are a solo queue player, go test your might.
Okay, but the United will definitely not play solo or maybe play on their own with their individuality against this behemoth of a team in Onyx Esports. Still with the same lineup, both of them, no changes just yet. So this says that Coach Yep is very, very confident, and Coach Jack Lee, as you said, Mirko, might be looking for more experience to get to their main lineup.
I mean, seeing the sides has switched. Already a different approach, right, from side of Onyx. They left out the Paquito in the first game, in that first phase as well. But now it seems like they're on to something. They're trying to change their approach as well. Banning out the Paquito, asking a question. Dewa United, will you pick up the lane first pick again?
Oh,
No.
that is a very, very scary question to be asking here. But for Dewa, they've already adjusted everything. They've completely changed their bands. It was Fanny Angela Lance, now it's Kanita Kanja Fred. So it's already completely different, a different take from Coach Jack Lee and Paddington. But that's a fair misband.
Okay, I think if this is Eve, Kyrie will...
Oh, it's not the lane
excuse
first
me?
pick.
It's the Fanny.
Excuse
But it's
me.
going to be an assassin, though. Whoa.
Okay. Like, moving like Nile here for Ray. Like, I haven't seen him on Fanny, actually.
I will say Ray is better than Nile, though.
Oh, okay. Is he?
Based on MDL, from the matches I've
How about
casted,
the highlights? How about the highlights?
for the highlights, you know, I mean, Nile has the edge in the highlight department because of that one
Oh, there
play,
you
but
go.
now it might be the Angeline combo.
I was gonna say, if this is gonna be a Yif, it's gonna be an instant Kyrie Ling Angela combo or Kyrie Fanny Angela combo. But the Angela here is pretty flexible, or it can be a roamer, and it can be also a pseudo mid laner too if you put like a frontliner in the mid lane. But it's gonna be a Joy which has a lot of flexibility for Onyx.
But if we're talking about Onyx, usually when you see the Joy, it's usually in the hands of Kyrie, right?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
rarely see Boots on that
Well,
Joy.
MSC.
MSC, sure, but rarely again. Let's
Yep.
see though. Dewa United, what will they respond with? It's going to be the Valentina, and I feel like they should go and pick up a hero here for Leo Murphy. I don't know. I really like their approach to securing the 3-0 mid as per usual, right?
Franco?
Yeah,
Franco-
I was gonna say that.
Usually, sure. Yeah, denying it away from the hands of Drian.
Franco is definitely like the go-to pick here, but I don't know if that's... It's quite straightforward, isn't it, Mirko? Like, but it
Yeah.
is quite straightforward indeed for Coach Jack Lee, limiting the counter for Array and also countering Kyrie with this Joy.
I mean, you know, Leo Murphy is a very straightforward guy. He likes to go for the initiation. He likes the flashy hero. So getting the Franco up here in the first phase makes sense. It always comes down to the trio mid. If you're up against Onyx, you need to match that trio mid. There's no way you can play around it.
For sure, for sure. Again, what will Onyx pick up here, it seems like? There's a comment though from Andy there for the first time experiencing the thrill of being a team that is just addicted to being the champions. Let's go, MPL Season 12 and M5 next.
Okay, this time, Connie, you know your basketball, right?
Yes.
This is like KD moving to Warriors. Do you agree with that?
I mean, KD was a player. KD is a player. Adi is a coach, so very different, but I do get your point.
Okay, it's gonna be Arlet here, possibly for Boots. Doesn't really, you know, close the opportunity for this Arlet to go mid. We've seen this.
Rome as well?
Yeah,
Possible?
Oh, yeah, it is actually. We've seen Hijime on the Arlet back then in playoffs. Doesn't really work out. But in this season, we also have seen. I don't know if it's SPS or Mpl Id. Arlet mid has been big, right?
Yeah, we have seen that in a few tournaments as well. We have, but now I gotta give props to Coach Yep though. Really, like the creativity of his draft. It feels like even after the win. No, it feels like after the win, it's even more creative now. We are seeing so much more flex picks come into fruition for Onyx. And looking at the bans as well. They're up against Pendragon, they adjust. They're not a team who will go with one plan. That you never, I have never seen Yeb up there on stage with a book. He just does it on the go. He improvs. He's banning out the Masha in game number 2 here. And he banned out the Masha in game number 1. It's so much respect over to Pendragon, and it takes Pendragon off of his comfort hero. You don't see this a lot. A very improv coach.
Very improv coach indeed. Maybe he already ate the book and absorbs all the knowledge.
Maybe.
You know? Yeah. That's the way to go if you're... You know, I'm not going to go there. But yeah, 2 bans left for both of this team here. Coach Yep. The opponent has not picked a gold laner and an EXP laner. It's going to be Taritzla ban for Coach Yep. Probably like... Taritzla is a good matchup, right? Against Arlet, against Joy. If it's going to go to EXP lane. So it's a pretty good ban. Especially if you're picking these heroes.
It's a very clear target ban as well, right? I mean, 4 heroes banned out here for Pendragon. Yeb, he understands that, you know what, in the first phase, usually Jack Lee drafted for the trio mid. So let's start munching away that EXP. Again, possibly this Arlet is going to fall to the hands of EXP lane as well, but very smart here from Yeb. Asking a tough question here to Pendragon. What are you going to play? Ruby ban comes through again. It's just straightforward with the Fanny in hand. You want to eliminate the counters of Fanny.
You forgot one crucial counter though. That CW has been using a lot. Well, hasn't been using a lot now recently, but has.
Melissa?
Well, Melissa definitely comes into mind when you're going up
Brody.
against a Fanny. Brody as well, but I'm thinking more Moskov here.
Ooh.
They go for the Edith. Meanwhile, Boots, the guy on the Edith, they're like our fathers, Coach Evan Adi, always reminding us if we make mistakes and guiding us to do the right things, to become responsible players. I think this is a beautiful comment here from Boots because whenever you see Onyx, whenever you meet Onyx, backstage, in front of the camera as well, they're always very friendly. They're always very welcoming, and it goes to show you how healthy the environment is, the environment that they have in their gaming room and in the team.
Completely agree.
Okay, but we can see a lot of dashes coming in from Dewa United. And also a lot of sustain from that Esmeralda. Countering the Joy, countering the Edith, but for Coach Yep, this is still a very, very flexible draft. I think the only thing that's very, very certain is Kyrie going to the jungle with that Joy. But aside from that, Edith can be played as a mid laner, I would say, because the wave clear is there. But maybe that's not the play. Boots gonna play the Edith in XP.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a pseudo mid laner of Arlet.
You know what? They lack burst, right? So again, they should add in, considering going up against Esmeralda, who will
Moskov.
counter your Angela.
Melissa,
It's
okay.
gonna be the Melissa. So again, they need, they add burst / DPS in that Melissa. Wow. Okay. It's crazy.
Okay, this lineup, I put more faith in Dewa United. I think they have a chance.
Really?
But this is Onyx we're talking about, okay? I only see it from the draft. I think they have a chance, but it really depends on how good Ray is on his Fanny and how much he's going to contribute in the early game towards that mid game. Because in the late game, it's going to be hard for you to punish all the members of Onyx Esports because they know Fanny down to the bone with Kyrie on their lineup.
Now it gets even harder for Dewa. KB mentioned early on in the season that Dewa is all the way in the bottom. They need a miracle. And now Dewa, they need to produce a miracle up against the defending champions.
Interesting spell here from Pendragon, going for Purify. Okay, like if you're...
Whoa!
Like the only CC up there is just all and everywhere, but this is game 2 for Onyx versus Dewa United. But back to my point, it's Purify on Esmeralda against... Okay, Drian. There you go, the pseudo mid laner of Edith.
Yeah, I mean, it just brings it back to Season 7, Season 8 vibes where Drian, give him anything and he will play. There you go, Edith roll, why not? And take a look at Sans here on that Angela. He will fill in that position of the mid lane and still on the support emblem.
Yep, for both teams again, just looking at the emblems now, getting a quick scan. Boots and Pendragon both with a Brave Smite, Esmeralda as usual with a basic common emblem here. Doesn't really want to go for anything else, knowing he's very... Oh, good Iron Hook onto Sans from Liam Murphy, who has also taken that route. The basic common emblem, which is... We've seen a lot of different Franco emblems so far in this, in just today alone. I think earlier in our first match, Geek Fam versus Evil's Legends, Dreams went for support emblem for the extra cooldown within the kit. Now Ray.
Oh, Drian now needs to be careful. Good first blood there. Dewa United staying proactive.
Looks like the mid control is there for Dewa United. They have a bit easier time compared to the first game because they have Valentina, they have that pressure, the pseudo pressure. Even though the Franco is not there, it still is a pressure towards your mid laner. Where's the Franco? Like, am I gonna get hooked? Am I gonna get bursted down? And there you go, on cue. One kill. Might be another one. Nope, there you go.
No. And now looking at the in-game equipment by Dunia Games earlier. Again, just a solid start for both teams. But I do want to talk a little bit about the contrast. Going for support emblem versus going for common emblem here for the Franco. What does the common emblem give you that the support emblem doesn't? It's the survivability and the sustainability. You rarely need to recall, but you cannot spam your hook as much as you would with a support emblem. Now Turtle.
Let's see, it's a 3v2. Fanny now is in the vicinity. Kyrie picks up the turtle. Boots now will go commit onto its keys. Sans picks up the kill on that baby.
Angela. Oh man. Flickering forward as an Angela is a very rare sight to see, but CW versus what? This is the matchup you probably is very familiar with. Miracle took us through it. I mean, it's to be expected, right? Like, come on. Like, I don't think it's surprising at all, but I want to hear your thoughts about the lane matchup of Melissa versus 1-1, Miracle.
Okay, so I'll answer your first question first. I think I actually thought that you might have gone for Dewa after saying that Dewa might have a chance here with the draft. But yeah, for the top side, Melissa versus 1-1, it is a very still Melissa oppressive lane here. Melissa basically beats everyone except for Claude.
Still holding on towards that Inspire though from C-Dubs. Leo Murphy chunks his quarter of HP, but yeah, nothing much more from that engage.
Yeah, before Onyx very rudely, stopped me, interrupted me. I was saying, CW, okay, that CW definitely has the advantage here until Watt gets level 4. Then this is where Watt can start making plays. But again, with the Quantum Charge, it's... and knowing CW understands the limits, understands the matchup against the 1-1, I do not expect him to be able to give Watts that back weakness point.
Oh, Sans domed. Not enough damage on towards that Angela, but again, good awareness from Sans. If you saw it earlier, Sans wasn't sure where the United members are. Just clears from an inner side of turret.
I mean, that's the instincts of a mid laner, man. Like, if you're facing against Franco, Kajo, that's gonna pick up heroes that can go straight at you and just pick you off. It's gonna be hard for you to lane quite easily, and that's why always think of the worst case scenario. That's always the procedure to go when you're about to make an engage.
CW makes playing the Melissa look super easy. It's not as easy as you would think, especially in the highest level of MLBB. Oh, good stoppage there by Watt, but he still clears out the wave, so it's still going to be a Cannon Minion coming through, and they're clearing it out. Yeah, he's going to be able to soak it in here. The Cannon Minion was not cleared up, and Brian is rotated up top. They should be free for Onyx. They do it. Very well played. My goodness. Well, as I was saying there, Never mind, Sans.
Oh, take a look at
Oh,
Sans.
wow, what?
Flickers away in that. GG, take a look at Joy now. Joy already invading the jungles as well, so that's a loss. That's an L for Ray in the jungle aspect.
I mean, credit to Drian, right? Even from the first game, we know that Drian can read Dewa United's rotation like a book. Every time Leo Murphy is there, Drian is also there trying to back up CW, which is quite rare to see because CW is notorious for being that weak side gold laner. And he has covered Drian, he has covered CW quite well in his 2 games. And also Sans being the global presence with the hard guard helps a lot.
See, that's the point that I was getting at, actually, right? CW usually the weak side, now he's playing more of the strong side. Onyx are rotating up top. Pendragon here, even in the weak side, forced to use that Purify. But now there's a fight!
Oh, take a look at top side. Yes, Rian now very low. Will be caught though. And there you go, no more engages. CW hasn't popped that Inspire as well. So that's a dub for Dewa United.
It is a dub, and the gold lead actually is equivalent. I didn't expect that. I thought Onyx for sure had it, but I see the gold like, oh wow, they're playing a good game here. But K is forced to
Use
get
the
away.
flicker, yeah. But he is able to get away. that
Fleeting time. Fleeting time already built up now by Sans. 6 minutes in, pretty fast actually. But actually, I'm pretty interested to see. Yeah, it's Drian who's roaming, by the way. Sans is playing this Angela mid. So it is a roaming Edith with the roam boots.
Oh.
That's why Sans got it so early. That's why I was kind of confused. If he went for roam, that's a very quick timer to get the fleeting time, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mirko, but feast your eyes on the hands of the Ashura, Kairi. Like every kind of movement, like oh, the map checking, the item checking, it's always very, very fast, man.
The claw grip.
Yeah. That's also courtesy of Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G.
Oh, thank God we had that hand cam, man. We're blessed.
Oh, this might be a mistake.
Oh, we'll see. Boots here still has a flicker, so still okay. Now trying to somehow
Okay.
chunk Penny down. Cyril is up. So again, Onyx here playing it very, very patiently in second game.
I really like the fact that you pointed out that this might be a mistake because to the naked eye, it does seem like a mistake. But when you have Sans on an Angela who has that spatial awareness to go and put or use the hard guard whenever someone's in danger, it becomes less of a mistake. It becomes an advantage sometimes. And if Boots, or if Ray committed onto Boots there, he would have lost. By he, I mean Ray would have lost that skirmish. The hard guard is always going to be there, and look at what Onyx are doing now. They're playing strong side CW. They're ignoring the turtle.
It also helps the fact that Kairi is using Joy, which has a lot of abilities that can get into teamfight quite fast, but Pendragon is just tanking everything here. Oh, I don't know about that, bro. You're playing against Onyx. Don't poke the bear, bro. Or don't poke the porcupine.
The Porcupines certainly have a way of reacting to these team fights. But the proactiveness as well is here. Onyx slowly but surely losing that grasp on the gold lead. They're still waiting on that power spike though, so for both teams, they're gonna wait for their power spikes. For the Fanny, I would expect the Blade of Heptases to be his power spike, and the Windtalker for Watt. That's almost built up. Meanwhile for CW, we'll be waiting on that golden staff. That is quite a far purchase away. CW is gonna get that golden staff a bit later compared to Watt with his Windtalker. So Dewa will hit their power spike first.
Yeah, there you go. What? Highest gold by Kairi. Masterful manipulation with the dashes. And not hesitating to use the electrified beats to just clear the lane. But so far, Dewa United doing really good against Onyx. And I think one of the ways to make that happen is through playing 1-1, because when you're playing 1-1, your opponents are going to be very careful about which engage to make. Do I have to go in? And there you go on cue, Mirko just said, Windtalker for what?
Yeah, oh, an engage here potentially. Ultra Zero Murphy, a lot of knockups, a lot of flickers as well. But Boots finding the right engage, and there you go. Onyx finding 3 kills out of nowhere. Now Pendragon might be the target. Ray though will steal the purple. Pendragon now soaking a lot of damage, falling someone on towards one with the help of Ray. Kyrie gets taken out. Pendragon now will be stunned, will be thrown back towards the right side.
That's flicker.
It seems like
There
he
you
will
go.
not survive. Dewa United lost 4.
I think one of the most impressive thing about Onyx is not just how they find the engage, how they find the opportunity. It's just how fast they're at responding, how fast they're at punishing overextension, and you can see they are pulling the trigger as 5. There's no shred of hesitation coming in from all the members.
And that was when Dewa had the upper edge. The Wind Talker was built. That was their power spike. Now, right on cue as well, CW built that Golden Staff a bit later, the Wind Talker, but heck, it's here. And for you guys back at home, Blee, play together. It gets even more fun together with a 10,000 or 10% cash back. Scan the QR code now, get your skins.
Okay, but what? Having the time of his life in the top lanes, just like you, Mirko, always split pushing and not joining the team fight. And I think this is the right way to play, especially if you're Watt and Dewa United is very Watt-centric. But
Okay.
Boots might be in trouble here. A lot of CCs.
Conceal play already popped as well. Kyrie though. Oh my god,
Wow.
Kyrie finds a Lord! No problem! And now let's see the fight though.
What?
They might lose it all. Kyrie finding one, Boots in the backside, will be the recipient of that crossbow. 10 gets taken out as well though. It's a 3-4-1 for Dewa United. Suns in the bot side. Oh, the damage too much. He's a baby girl. He gets taken out.
Okay, finally. It's not really a sign of life because I think we've been mentioning Onyx way too much that we forget that Dewa United is still very much in the game. Even after that mistake when 3 people goes down and after that Lord take, they're still very much in the game, especially with Awad getting all he wants. 3-1-2 so far in this game and both loads of items. Instant replay.
Let's see what happened here. Dewa United played it to perfection. Ray with that Leo Murphy iron hook was what caused it all. See, because on paper, Onyx should have the better teamfight composition despite Watt and Pendragon being in the fray with Ray. But that pickoff, that Leo Murphy signature pickoff, can always turn the tides around. Now, he's on the wall, Trion!
What flicker on an Earth Shatter? Doesn't really connect though. Yeah, that's about it. Dewa United here still with the economy lead. And Onyx, they're still somehow finding the rhythm here in that mid-game towards the lane.
I think Watt has to rush Athena Shield here. I don't care if you're, very aggressive with 1-1. You're up against a Kyrie, which already had a Blood Wings. Also Drian, which also deals magic damage a lot, by the way. This is Edith we're talking about. It's a tank that deals damage, but Drian might be looking for a punish here.
See, let's see. Pendragon now, half HP. Still escape. Oh, take a look at the damage there. Leo Murphy now will be caught. Frey will not cause that damage just yet, but it's still a win for Onyx.
Now it's even clearer, right? In the last team fight, that one iron hook from Leo Murphy changed the tide of the fight. As long as they're able to nullify CW, then Onyx will not have enough damage to take a full-on team fight, but if they don't...
My goodness, this engages from Boots, man. Stop this
Oh,
guy.
my
Take a look
lord.
at backside keys now. Flickering away, pop the rhythm as well as a copy, but nothing else. Take a look at the economy lead earlier. Now, gone.
There you go, Mirko. Silence Rope into Athena Shield. I think this is the best play to go. Even though there is an option to go for a Rose Gold meter, it's just way too risky, especially with how low the magic defense provided by the item. It's just not enough against boatloads of magic damage coming in from Onyx, especially from Kyrie in the late game.
Oh, I thought the hook was on towards the player. But Ray will not have a purple in the next a minute or so, 2 minutes or so, as they march on towards the Enhanced Lord.
Yep. As Lord spawns back in, Onyx are in position to take it, to play with the waves on the side as well. But look at what this man has been making the macro maneuvers, clearing out these waves, split pushing, as I would do as well in these games. But I don't have this, the same effect.
Okay. But yeah, so far, Lord Dance, though, I don't think both teams has clear advantage in terms of composition. I would say even the better team is Ray because he has more potential to go split push, but Kyrie is just very, very dangerous on this Joy. Even a single dash just deals that much damage. Meanwhile, Awad and Leo Murphy is trying to make something happen on top lane.
Something interesting for CW on this Melissa is the fact that he rushed the Malefic Roar. Usually after you get the 3 core items, you want to go for the Haas Claws or Wind of Nature or some defense here. Engage.
Let's see, Pendragon It's Lord will be taken by Kyrie, no problem, and Fanny gets instantly deleted. Take a look at the engage. Two members again on top of Ray gets taken now. And that's not a good sign if you're a Dewa United fan, as Onyx will claim their second Lord.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I thought for sure when Leo Murphy comes there's going to be another hook, and it's going to be the same case again in the team fight before Mirko. But in this time around, Leo Murphy just gets punished by Boots, punished by Trion, and all the frontliners of Onyx all pulling the trigger as 5. The synergy is masterful.
They learn from their mistakes.
Well, let's see. 2 minion waves pushed. Mid-tier 3 gets taken out. Bot tier 3 gets taken out as well. And Dewa United, what can they do now?
Well, for Dewa United, the only thing they can do is to turtle in their base and wait for Leo Murphy to get a miracle hook once again. If he's able to land the hook properly onto the back, onto CW, then there's a win condition. But if not, Onyx can steamroll and end the game right here, right now.
Let's see the offense from Onyx. 5 men. Lord, 13,000 HP. Dewa United will take care of that first, but it seems like Onyx will not. Oh, take a look at Ray. This is a reminiscence of Kyrie with the Fanny, just defending with the Fanny. Base back, base. Oh, that's a huge catch. 3-man catch. Pendragon gets taken out, and now Onyx is pulling trigger. Leo Murphy will get taken out as well as Boots at the front side, wreaking havoc. And Onyx, they take the game 2-0. Dewa United will not be able to pull the trigger in the second game.
Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt whatsoever when Onyx kind of falls off in the mid to late game there? Is there any doubt? Still, the micro carries. Doesn't really matter if your composition is 50-50. Doesn't really matter if your composition loses. When you have world-class players on every side of the board, on every role, it's just going to be covered real quick. And you have also Coach Yep and Coach Adi being the brains of Onyx.
I mean, take a look at the reaction. Onyx, comfortable win again. Oh, bad result for Dewa United. They lost yesterday and they lost again today.
It's a tough week for them. They're going up against both the top 2 teams, and SPS internationally they were top 2, and now Dewa will have to take a loss against both. And unfortunately for Dewa, they are both 2-0 losses, 13-minute games. In this case, 11 minutes from the defending champions. The match highlight presented to you by Head and Shoulders. Not a sweet smile. Onyx solid team fight takes Dewa United and forces them to swallow a 2-loss streak that Dewa will definitely try to come back from. But I think this was a good experience, was a good learning game for them. It was very low hopes for Dewa to win this game. So with the experience, with now the lesson learned, they will no doubt come back stronger.
Also an experience again for the men who already had experience in MPL before Pendragon finally back in the highest stage of Indonesia, in MPL Indonesia. But after this,
Whoa!
Look at that.
Who's this guy? I've seen him before.
Yeah, I don't think he's on Onyx anymore, but he's still rooting for Onyx for sure.
Who is this guy, Gandhi? You should know him. I don't know why.
He is Samuel or Tomas Sobaja.
Oh, wait! There's another!
There's another.
Who's this guy? Is that Maipan?
It's Maipan.
The gym bro Maipan who's going to Japan?
The dynamic duo here is in the building. Samo and Maipan.
There's been some rumors, right, Connie?
Yeah.
And what do you think about the rumors and the loss of Samod?
I think I will answer this first. It will be a good buy.
Ooh! I agree. I do agree. Like, when you have a player that's not really used to playing that role, I think it's better to just replace it with someone that has veterancy, that has experience. But after this, looks like we're gonna have an interview real quick, but we're gonna see the atmosphere around our
Head and Shoulders.
I was gonna say, man, like, don't interrupt me. I was gonna say ambassador of Head and Shoulders himself, the key man himself.
Don't interrupt Chef and Mirko.
I'm sorry, but what about you, Gani?
Yes?
What do you think about Samo? Do you think he would be a good fit in the rumored team that he would join?
You know what? Looking at the situation that the team is in, I think they need a good, solid addition. And I feel like Samo is a good addition.
MPLI Finals MVP, remember? A lot of people remember him as just a bench warmer, but he's much more. Oh, there you go, there you go. Okay, my fun.
Who's Thomas? Who's Thomas?
We don't know who Thomas is. We only know who Samo
You don't know Thomas.
is.
Okay.
And right now, sitting between two girls, he's not just Samo, he's Samooth.
Oh, okay, okay, there you go. X-Onic.
3 girls, Mirko, by the way.
X-Onic, I like that already.
Oh, no, no, no. He got negative wrist. No, Samo! No, live rejection. It's fine. Maybe Aura can accept you.
Okay, you already said it, but we're gonna take it to the host. Monica, take away to the interview.
Mana suaranya untuk Godin? Wow, di week yang kedua, ini match yang kedua di minggu yang kedua dan kalian berhasil memenangkan game ini lagi. Brian, gimana rasanya bertemu dengan sang pendatang baru di MPL Indonesia Season 12, Dewa United? Gimana rasanya nih ketemu Dewa? Oh, dan anyway, Drian, ini kamu flashback ke season 2 nggak sih ketemu Wat lagi di sini?
Enggak sih, dulu syuting sama.
Iya, makanya flashback nggak sih kan?
Kiranya musuh, lumayan. Tadi kan bercanda-canda sama Wat gitu.
Oke, dan selanjutnya Kairi. Gimana rasanya ketemu Dewa pertama kali di panggung MPL Indonesia Season 12?
Senang, soalnya main sama Kak Adrian.
Oh, senang ya. Dan Kairi, week 1 di minggu yang pertama, Ray itu sempat ngomong dia pengen banget ketemu kamu. Jadi sekarang udah ketemu, kamu ada pesan-pesan mungkin untuk Ray atau gimana nih kesan-kesannya ketemu di Land of Dawn dengan Ray?
Dia jago, tapi belum ada experience.
Jadi
Nggak sombong.
nggak sombong, ini adalah
Itu
masukan kritik motivations, right? Yes, ini motivasi ya untuk nggak sombong. Sekali lagi dong, kita kasih tepuk tangan dong buat Onyx. Nah, dan Sans, gimana pertandingan tadi? Ada pesan-pesan untuk Leo Murphy?
Nggak ada ya, senang hari ini menang lagi 2-0, ya alhamdulillah. Nggak ada pesan-pesan, nggak ada, tenang aja.
Ada juga nih hari ini Boots dan juga Pendragon bertemu lagi. Kalian dari alumni tim yang sama, gimana rasanya ketemu lagi?
Ya seneng aja bisa ngelihat Pen main di MPL lagi. Ya santai aja sih, baru awal-awal jadi semangat terus.
Oke, dan cewek-cewek, gimana ini di week yang kedua, kalian performancenya konsisten sekali hingga ke week kedua ini. Gimana untuk menjaga konsistensi ini sampai week selanjutnya?
Sebenarnya ya kita jaga konsistensi kita dengan ketawa-ketawa bareng aja sih.
Sama jawabannya ya, masih konsisten dengan jawabannya Coach Yep dan Adi tadi ya. Dan yang terakhir, sekarang ini sedang berlangsung juga WCG 2023 dan Onyx Overlord sedang bermain juga ya kali ini. Bisa dikasih dong pesan-pesan untuk teman-teman setim yang sedang bermain saat ini?
Buat tim Onyx Overlord yang lagi bertanding di Korea ya kita ngucapin dukungan lah Bu. Kita kasih dukungan buat kalian. Semoga hasilnya juara.
Amin. Tapi bukan cuma dukungan buat tim yang bermain, tapi Kairi bisa dong ajak teman-teman Sobat Onyx, Super Fans biar dukung juga tim Indonesia, khususnya juga Onyx Overlord yang bermain di WCG. As for the Super Fans support for the Onyx Overlord in the WCG.
Support Onyx guys because Support apa? Onyx apa? Support Onyx Overlord guys. Soalnya mereka Onyx juga.
Yes, wow. Support Onyx karena ini tim Onyx juga dan tentunya kita support tim Indonesia di WCG 2023 kali ini. Teman-teman semuanya udah penasaran siapakah player of the match hari ini? Kira-kira siapa? Tadi di game yang pertama MVP-nya Suns. Tapi kira-kira apakah player of the match-nya masih Suns? Gimana menurut Suns? Gimana Suns? Kira-kira player of the match juga nggak? Nggak tahu siapa ya. Karena kamu tadi MVP di game yang pertama. Jadi kita langsung aja lihat siapakah player of the match